各位早晨，行政長官會先發言㗎，之後會答大家嘅提問啦。提問嘅時候請記者提出不多於2個問題。先將時間交俾特首。
大家早晨。我哋上星期三讀通過咗維護國家安全條例，亦都喺星期六正式刊憲生效。香港係會開始有一個新嘅氣象，所以今日呢，我會花較多時間呢，同大家講講之後我哋所做嘅工作。維護國家安全條例喺3月23日星期六正式刊憲生效。香港特區終於完成《基本法》第23條規定嘅維護國家安全本地立法嘅憲制責任，完成咗歷史使命。特區政府會落實好條例下嘅責任同埋工作，包括持續做好解說工作同埋公眾教育，讓大家更加了解法律嘅內容。維護國家安全條例嘅目的係要有效防範、制止同埋懲治危害國家安全嘅行為同埋活動。各個政府部門會落實呢3方面嘅工作，自覺性做好管理同埋強化內部制度，防範同埋制止不利於國家安全嘅行為同埋活動。喺懲治方面，危害國家安全嘅行為同埋活動係嚴重嘅罪行，執法部門執法必嚴，更加要強化能力，抵禦間諜活動同埋各國嘅情報單位嘅滲透等等。所以必須加強情報收集嘅能力同埋情報分析嘅培訓。同市民較有關嘅會係國家安全教育。喺呢方面，條例係要求政府開展國家安全教育、守法意識教育，並且透過宣傳、指導、監督同埋管理進行。要做到最有效益，政府會結合國家安全教育、愛國主義教育同埋中華文化教育共同推行，以達至既防範國家安全風險，亦都為人民嘅素養提供養分同埋升華嘅作用。施政報告提出咗成立由政務司司長領導嘅愛國主義教育工作小組，同埋成立弘揚中華文化辦公室。政務司司長會通過工作小組領導呢3方面嘅工作，分別喺學校層面同埋社區層面推廣，並且善用不同嘅媒體平台做好傳播工作。國家安全教育、愛國主義教育同埋中華文化教育融合推廣，既可從中華文化、中國歷史、國家嘅社會經濟發展等嘅豐富內容，增加教育同埋學習嘅興趣，更加可以將守法意識同埋國家安全意識融入於日常嘅生活同埋個人持續學習裏邊。弘揚中華文化辦公室會籌劃推動中華文化同埋歷史嘅活動，交流同埋合作，宣揚中華文化，構建更多文化藝術交流平台，尤其係一帶一路文藝交流活動，推進粵港澳大灣區文化交融，更加可以推展以大灣區名義組團出國去進行文藝嘅交流，推行大灣區文化展覽等等。我哋完成咗《基本法》第23條立法，國家安全得到有效保障，香港可以集中精力全面拼經濟、拼發展。政府會從4方面重點工作。第一係全面落實施政報告同埋財政預算案裏邊有關推動經濟同埋發展嘅措施。第二係把握機遇。第三係增加香港嘅競爭力。第四係發展內部經濟。喺第一方面，全面落實施政報告同埋財政預算案裏邊所提及有關推動經濟同埋發展嘅措施，呢啲包括發展同埋鞏固8大中心，以北部都會區發展為新引擎，以產業導向為發展方向。第二，我哋會把握好世界機遇同埋中國機遇。 世界機遇係指全球經濟中心西向東移，東盟同埋中東係新引擎。我哋會積極開拓東盟同埋中東市場發展商機，加強金融合作，加強區域經濟合作，推動政府、企業同埋專業之間嘅合作。中國機遇係指我哋積極融入國家發展大局嘅機遇，同粵港澳大灣區不同城市互聯互通，強化人流、物流、資金流、信息流，喺國內同埋國際雙循環中做好超級聯繫人同埋超級增值人嘅角色，同時發揮好香港聯通世界同埋內地嘅橋梁優勢，尤其係喺金融、航運、貿易同埋創科領域，利用好香港一流嘅專業服務同埋世界接軌嘅監管同埋市場制度優勢等等。政府會繼續聯同工商專業界嘅領袖代表，組織更多外訪團，拓展全球經貿網絡，聯繫東盟、中東等等合作空間巨大嘅市場。第三，我哋要增加香港嘅競爭力。競爭力離不開人才同埋有實力嘅企業，所以我哋會繼續積極搶人才、搶企業。根據2023年世界經濟力年報，香港嘅競爭力喺全球60多個經濟體裏邊排首7位。我哋會繼續大力吸引企業、資金同埋人才方面做工作。過去18個月嘅努力，我哋已經取得一定嘅成績。今年企業嚟香港嘅勢頭係持續。喺頭2個月，投資推廣署已經協助咗101間內地或者海外企業喺香港開設或者擴展業務，較去年嘅同期係上升3%。政府已經引進咗接近50間重點企業，將會喺香港合共投資超過400億元，創造超過13000個就業機會。根據最近發表嘅顧問報告，香港最少有2700間家族辦公室，較新加坡嘅1004間係高出近1倍。而喺香港嘅家族辦公室，資產值5000萬美元以上嘅佔大約60%，而接1億美元以上嘅係佔30%。喺人才方面，各項人才入境計劃由去年到而家總計係有約108000名嘅人才已經抵達香港。香港嘅人口已從過去嘅低點720多萬上升到750多萬，增加咗20多萬。從數字上睇，增加嘅人口約一半係人才計劃嚟香港嘅人才，呢啲對香港嘅競爭力好有幫助。第四，我哋係要發展好內部經濟，呢啲係包括旅遊業、消費同埋投資。今年全年訪港嘅旅客有望係達到5000萬人次，較去年係增加接近一半。根據估算，每150萬嘅旅客就可以為香港帶嚟0.1個百分點嘅本地生產總值增長，所以5000萬個旅客對香港嘅經濟有好大嘅提振作用。另外，我哋吸引旅客嘅地方亦都好多，好似聽日同埋後日就有4艘嘅國際郵輪同時係停靠香港，涉及1萬位郵輪嘅旅客，反映香港喺郵輪旅遊方面係有吸引力嘅。我見到旅遊業正不斷與時並進，設計不同體驗嘅新旅遊路線，吸引購物以外嘅不同興趣嘅旅客。例如，旅發局最近就為一班由韓國嚟嘅旅客設計咗特色行程，集合瑜伽、跑步、行山3大元素，更加專門安排教練同埋攝影師做指導，甚至幫參加者打卡。各行業，不論零售、餐飲等等，自我求進、精益求精好重要。我好高興見到旅遊業正係以自我增加競爭力同埋吸引力為目標，推行各項舉措。 另外，政府會繼續積極推動城市經濟，例如今個星期香港就迎來多項嘅金融同埋文化藝術盛事。喺金融方面，呢一個星期係金融盛事週，有第一屆世界合一論壇、第一屆全球投資峰會，以及促進家族辦公室發展嘅裕澤香港高峰論壇等等。文化藝術方面，有藝術維港、香港國際文化高峰論壇、巴塞爾藝術展香港展會、Art Central 等等。盛事除咗帶嚟直接嘅經濟效益，嚟香港參與盛事嘅各國來賓，可以透過人際網絡同埋社會媒體自身嘅體會，向世界宣揚香港嘅自由開放、多姿多彩、活力同埋機遇。喺提振內部消費方面，全港18區推動日夜繽紛活動，服務行業包括餐飲、零售、本地旅遊等等，亦都正準備不同嘅舉措，再提升服務，提升良好體驗，再提升各自特色嘅吸引力。同時，政府會繼續做投資基建，包括運輸基建項目同埋公務工程，涉及900億元，既保持發展、提供職位，更加提振整體經濟。總體嚟講，我哋會落實好施政報告同埋財政預算案有關推動同埋發展經濟嘅措施，利用好香港從國家發展同埋國際經濟發展所帶嚟嘅機遇，同時增加香港自身競爭力，提振內部需求同埋經濟發展，做好超級聯繫人同埋超級增值人嘅角色，發展同埋鞏固香港8大中心，包括國際金融中心、航運中心、貿易中心同埋創科中心等嘅優勢，全面拼經濟、拼發展，為香港呢個共同家園創造更美好嘅未來。多謝大家。
跟住係記者提問嘅時間啦，咁請有意見提問嘅記者舉手。咁提問嘅時候先介紹你嚟自邊個傳媒機構啦，同埋每位記者咧提出不多於2個問題嘅。先請右手邊後排嘅第2位白色衫嘅女仔。
特首你好 ，Now TV 嘅，其實想問下，即係2個問題咧，有指即係馬俊文原定星期一係出獄啦，係咪因為基本法23條立法之後收緊咗個提早獲釋安排，而令到佢未能出獄啦？如果係嘅話咧，懲教署署長係基於啲咩理由而唔信納佢唔會危害國家安全呢？會唔會公開有關原因啦？同埋喺呢個情況底下，佢係咪可以申請司法覆核啊？第2個問題就係垃圾徵費嘅先行先試計劃，下個星期一開始，都有啲環保團體就話其實環境局同埋環保署都冇參與，係咪做唔到一個帶頭嘅作用呢？同埋當局點樣衡量呢個先行先試嘅計劃係咪可行啦？會唔會有個時間表？如果就係一旦當局評估呢個計劃係冇辦法順利推展嘅話呢，唔排除會決定延期，甚至係無限期擱置呢個計劃咧？唔該。
我哋通過咗維護國家安全條例嘅同時呢，條例裏邊講明喺監獄規則裏邊會作出修訂，而講到好清楚如果囚犯係因為被裁定犯危害國家安全嘅罪行而服刑，除非處長信納呢個囚犯獲得減刑，除非佢覺得係不會不利於國家安全，否則嚟講咧，呢個囚犯咧唔可以獲得減刑嘅。而且咧，呢個條例咧亦都講明咧，無論呢個囚犯嘅刑罰係喺生效日期之前、當日或者之後判處嘅，而家嘅新規則都生效。意思即係話，因為危害國家安全嘅嚴重罪行，我哋必須要讓所有人都明白，如果佢犯咗涉及危害國家安全嘅嚴重罪行，佢正常嚟講都唔會獲得減刑嘅。唔獲得減刑係一般嘅做法，而只會喺懲教署長信納呢個囚犯佢嘅獲得減刑係不會不利於國家安全，先至會作出考慮嘅。呢個正正係要講俾大家聽，唔好嘗試去做任何危害國家安全嘅行為同埋活動。 一般係不會獲得減刑，所以唔好以身試法。咁喺處理任何呢一啲個案呢，懲教處處長當然係會按住法律去進行，亦都會任何人對於呢一啲決定有不滿意嘅，佢可以尋求法律嘅方法去為自己嘅一個情況呢，去睇下法庭點樣去睇整件事嘅處理。但係條例寫得好清楚㗎啦，危害國家安全嘅嚴重性，所以唔好以身試法，亦都唔好抱住有減刑呢一個可能性，除非懲教處長真係信納減刑係唔會不利於國家安全。咁至於垃圾收費呢，昨天呢，環境及生態局局長呢喺立法會嘅事務委員會呢係作咗詳細嘅解釋。政府係希望呢好認真咁去先行先試，亦都希望深入去試喺呢14個被挑選咗出嚟先行先試嘅涉及嘅地方。我哋係希望呢係睇下整體喺操作方面真真正正個涉及嘅結果、參與率同埋運作裏邊所需要考慮嘅其他配套之後呢，我哋會綜合考慮嘅。我亦都呢係要求卓永興副司長呢去主持一個跨部門嘅監察同埋審視嘅小組，去好認真去監察同埋審視下喺我哋先行先試嘅時候所涉及嘅所有嘅情況。我哋係會好務實去處理呢件事情，但係我相信大家呢都俾時間讓我哋呢14個地方呢係進行咗先行先試。我哋亦都係會認真去做呢個先行先試嘅。我哋每一個地方呢都會組成一個專隊，呢個專隊呢係會深入咁留意喺整個運作過程裏邊不同嘅流程所涉及嘅問題或者需要解決嘅事情又或者市民對於每一個流程嘅認識、參與度同埋佢嘅最後嘅一啲意見嘅。咁我哋係有一啲呢會係經過喺測試裏邊睇個運作，有啲呢我哋會經過一啲問卷或者一啲係詢問意見嘅情況呢，係確保我哋可以掌握到喺14個地方所試嘅不同領域，包括住戶啦，包括我哋清潔嘅工人啦，包括我哋物業管理，以及包括商業嘅營運者，佢喺呢方面呢整體嘅運作會係點？我哋亦都希望呢喺我哋做完呢一個先行先試之後，我哋喺5至6月呢係可以向立法會呢係作出呢方面嘅一個回報嘅。
跟住我哋請下一位提問嘅記者，右手邊前排中間淺藍色373嗰位。
This is from the South China Morning Post. First, would like to follow up on the garbage charging question. Is the current administration still fully committed to this scheme, or do you see is there any alternative to reduce waste production in Hong Kong? And if there is any further change to this scheme, which has actually been cleared by the LegCo years ago, could that be deal a big blow to the government's credibility because it cannot even hold on its own commitment? And the second question is about, Paul Lam has said the government prepared practical plans if unfriendly actions are taken against Hong Kong after Article 23 legislation. What are these plans, and what can Hong Kong really do about another country's jurisdiction? And how are you going to convince the West, the businesses, that Hong Kong is still a good place for business? Thank you.
We all know that it is already law for waste charging to take place. Since this is the law, then the government has to act in order to take forward the implementation of the law. And that is why we are seriously working our plans so as to see how, as we roll out the measures eventually, what are the things that we need to address. And these include something we want to test in the dry run at these 14 locations. We want to, first of all, test how players understand the law and what they anticipate as the challenges as they go through the actual exercise. We want to see how people's behavior in reducing garbage will happen. We also want to know the actual behavioral change of people who produce garbage, of the cleansing staff, of the estate management, and of business operators. Since this is already the law, then the government has to think of a serious way of going forward. But we also are willing to listen to views, and we will pragmatically decide the way forward as we go through the exercise and learn from the experience. And also after listening to the opinions of the players and also of society at large. We will do this exercise seriously. That is why I have set up an interdepartment working group under the supervision of the Deputy Chief Secretary, Warner Chek, to monitor, supervise, and scrutinize the whole exercise, and also the actual results that will be gathered as a result of the exercise. We will deal with all these information in a pragmatic manner and then plan the way forward. And I think a government trying to do a job to ensure it will be smoothly carried out, taking heed of public opinion, creates credibility for the government. It will be too early for us to make any conclusion, but I think a pragmatic government serious about doing all things after listening to people's views and looking at results, statistics, and opinions of the people who are involved, will create the community confidence in a government that is doing things for their benefit, taking their interests close to their heart, and doing the best to ensure society's interest is best served. It will increase credibility for the government. And that is why I want this exercise to be done, and then we assess the whole thing to plan the way forward. As regards overseas attacks against the safeguarding national security ordinance, which has come into effect on the 23rd of March, we know that a lot of overseas politicians, organizations, because of their own political interests and purposes, they will continue to attack Hong Kong. They will continue to attack our law, despite the very fact that their own countries have more stringent laws, have more wide-ranging laws, have more embracing laws to deal with national security offenses. And some countries actually have much harsher laws to protect their own national security. A lot of them turn a blind eye to what we have done when we so confidently and openly written the protection and safeguard of human rights and freedoms into our law, which may not be the case in their own country's law. They turn a blind eye to all this. And some countries, senior officials, whether former or present, have sometimes take pride in saying that they lie, they cheat, and they steal. And they have full set of training courses for all these things. So when people do all these attacks, think not just twice, but thrice. Who are the people who are saying this? And in recent cases, we see that there are evidence to indicate overseas politicians have been actively interfering with Hong Kong affairs. So the motives of these people are very clear. But we will ensure that we will continue to explain the merit of our safeguarding national security ordinance, which on the one hand is a defensive law to protect our own interests so that people don't dare to think about breaking into our house to cause harm to our family members and harm our national security. And we will ensure to inform the community at large, both locally and overseas, that we have stringent safeguards to protect human rights and freedoms, which is the international standard as described in the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights and the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights. So we are so confident and so transparently written all these obligations and standards into our law. We will, of course, talk to people in the business sector. We have been doing a lot of briefing sessions to chambers of commerce, both locally and chambers of foreign countries that are stationed in Hong Kong. We will, of course, during our visit to overseas countries, continue to inform the business sector of the advantage of this law, which is to create stability and security, without which no investment can ever hope to thrive. And with stability and security, then prosperity may come. So we'll be informing the business sector officially and unofficially through network. We'll also be coordinating people from different sectors when they are overseas on their business trips or when they form delegations to do their work. They will tell people of different countries, business sector in particular, what this law is all about, a defensive law, protect ourselves only, and that it has full safeguards for protecting human rights and freedoms, and also ensuring stability and security means good business opportunity for people to come to Hong Kong. We'll continue to do that. I'm sure that a lot of people who love Hong Kong are very willing to do the same together with the government team to tell the world the advantages and what it will create as a result of the ordinance.
時間關係，我哋解答最後一位記者嘅提問啦。右手邊後排第一位女記者，近我呢邊呢位。
特首你好，我是点新闻记者，这边有一条问题。近期呢，香港有不少的盛事活动和国际级的论坛，政府呢也表示将会公布下半年的盛事计划。那么想请教您，政府有没有考虑过将这些盛事和实体经济，例如不同地区的商户，更好的连接起来，让更多的商户能够受惠于政府举办的活动？特首可以用广东话回答，谢谢。
你问我用普通话，我就用普通话答，我是尊重你啊。政府的角色呢，跟企业啊、机构的角色呢是相辅相成的。政府从政策、从资源方面，包括资助 是帮助企业举办不同的盛事，但是民间企业或者是营商者、经营者都有责任呢，是搞起香港的经济，这个对他本身有利益，对香港整体有利益。我经常说，政府跟民间有合作，那么民间有什么想法，包括呢利用什么地方是推动什么计划，政府会很欢迎这些提议。这些提议提供给政府的时候呢，政府从政策上面会也给到很多特别的考虑、特别的措施，让这些有效的政策呢计划呢可以实践起来。但是我希望呢，企业家也好，营商者也好，他们首先要多想在自己的领域呢，怎么做更多可以对他们本身好、对行业好的一些计划。他们提供任何计划，包括发展某一个地区作为一个旅游城市、旅游点，我们都很欢迎。他提供一个计划呢，我们会从政策方面、从政府部门的审批方面的予以方便。如果需要政府参与用什么方法，包括资助等等，我们都会考虑。但是重要的就是社会各界都要大家团结起来，共同努力，提出有效的方案，共同把香港的经济搞活，把自己的行业搞活，增加自己的竞争力。这个当然是本地方面，也是可以涉及到在大湾区其他城市的合作。刚才我都提到，我们就不同的领域，希望从大湾区的角度，而且如果有适合的机会呢，从整个大湾区的名义是推动一些文化交流啊、出国的一些推广活動啊，或者是我們大灣區城市連起來做一些旅遊推廣的活動都可以，好吧？謝謝。
今早嘅記者提問時間到呢度，多謝大家。